Am I the asshole for tolerating a night out with my girlfriend? Earlier this year, I gifted my girlfriend, 33 female, tickets to a concert that she really wanted to go to. That was this past Friday night. I'm, 36 male, not a fan of her music, nor the fact that this concert was in the city, but I wanted to make it a great gift. She was elated when I told her that I bought the VIP package, meet and greet, pictures with the band, etc. Last week, my girlfriend began asking if we had to get to the venue early. Being the thorough, detailed person that she is, I assured her I would check. Instead, I was too busy with work. Honestly, it was getting a bit annoying that almost every few days she would ask. So I told her I didn't see anything while deleting a bunch of emails from the venue for concerts I don't even care about. On Friday afternoon, she told me that she had tried looking things up and was only finding that the doors opened at 7. With that, I picked her up at 6 and arrived at the venue for 7. Once inside, she showed security our tickets and asked about the meet and greet. The bouncer informed us that the VIP was at 6. I froze. Now, my girlfriend turns to me asking if I received any kind of emails. The tickets were in my name. I told her that I deleted emails, and she seemed to understand. I actually really enjoyed the whole time. So once her band set ended, we decided to not stay for the last band, and this is where the trouble began. It's 10 p.m., we're outside of the venue, and she suggests we go to a bar a block away and either walk or ride share. I immediately said there was not a chance. She mentioned that my car was in a secured lot and we wouldn't be far, but I lost my cool, which I admit was not the best way to go about things, and told her, quote, "You don't go out in the city. There's crime all over the place." She responded that we were in the city. I went off how I can't stand it here, so she said that we'll just leave. No raising of her voice, she just said she was fine with leaving. She was silent on the way back, and I suggest that we go back to my place to finish out the night, and she refused. This also pissed me off, because I asked what was wrong with the bar next to my apartment, and she shut that down with her short responses. Overall, the night cost me over $300, and while she is saying more to me now as opposed to Friday night, she is being very distant. She told me she could live with not going to the meet and greet, except for how things turned out afterwards, and that is when the disappointment truly set in. My response was that I was only bringing her to the concert, nowhere else, and thinking of her safety. She continued that I shouldn't have bought the tickets if I was only tolerating doing so. I do accept that I made some mistakes, chiefly with making us miss the meet and greet. The timing of the concert should have made this an unforgettable experience, since her grandmother just died. Am I the asshole?
Honestly, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And not just for the reason that he thinks he's the asshole. I think so many things he did in that story made him an asshole. And I feel for this girl so much because I'm very type A and I always want details and logistics, and I would be the I don't even want to say nagging girlfriend. I think that's just like totally fair to be asking what time do we need to be there? What are the details? Like, you're getting the emails, you're getting the updates. The fact that he was like, I thought it was kind of annoying. Dude, your girlfriend is really excited about this. Like, you said she was elated, quote unquote, about this experience that you bought for her, and you're annoyed that she asks you every couple of days. Like, that's her excitement. And that's annoying to you.
Like, what?
I think that's just so shitty. And then the response that the girlfriend had, I've been there, and I think a lot of girlfriends can probably relate to that, where you are so hurt and disappointed that you pretty much just shut down.
Yeah.
They could ask you to go to like Disneyland and you'd probably just not even be in the mood for it. Like, you're so far gone. You're so far disappointed. They've already let you down so much that nothing sounds good anymore. He already like kind of made her miss this very important experience that could have totally been avoided, but he was careless about it. And then kind of puts a damper on the rest of the night and freaks out on her for suggesting to go to a bar.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she was just over it.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And it's hard because like this could have gone so well, right? Like this could have been the perfect thing. And it's you know, some people are like, well, it's the thought that counts. And I'm like, I don't agree with that though, because it's all about the execution too, right? Yeah. Don't do something just to do it. Like if you're going to do something nice for someone, go into it with the energy that is going to like match theirs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't just get someone a gift and then just be like, yeah, like, I'm not crazy about it, but here you go.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, too, it's like, she's not even, like, she's just being normal.
Yeah.
Like, she's excited. She's asking questions. And if you're so bothered by the email, it's easy to forward them to someone.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? You already told her about the surprise. You should have put the tickets in her email.
Yeah.
So then she can manage it. If you already know you're not the type of person to do that.
That it just makes me sad on a lot of levels because I think that although this seems like one night, one event, this to me signals that he's just, her interests like don't matter that much to him. And it makes me genuinely sad for this because I've been there where I'm excited about something and I'm following up with someone, whether it was a friend or a relationship, and they're kind of shutting it down and being like, you're annoying, like stop asking me. And it's like, take a second and think about why I'm asking you. Do you think I just woke up today and I decided, let me text you 20 times because I feel like it? No, it's because I'm excited about this and I want to make sure that all the ducks are in a row. And it's when you look at it from that lens, it's like, okay, she's just like being almost like a little kid because she's so excited. Pat on the back that you were able to give her an experience that she's so excited about that she can't stop asking. Wouldn't you rather that than her be ungrateful and be like shrugging and just not care?
Yeah, it's like, it's the reaction you want.
It's the reaction you want. It's everything about that is really sad. If I were her, I'd feel really, really bummed out.
I agree. The point too where he's like, overall the night cost me over $300. And it's, I think $300 honestly for a concert ticket and a meet and greet experience, and like if they got drinks at the venue, like $300. I know it's like a lot of money for a lot of people, but like that seems like a pretty good value.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously it's all relative to your finances and wherever you are. $300 for some people could be like months of saving, and $300 for some people could be like just not even blink at it. But so I get it. Like to him, maybe $300 was a lot of hard work, and I feel for that. But here's the problem that I have with it, whether it's $300 or $3,000.
He fucked the experience.
So
it's like if you want to bitch about spending the money, like you could have just bought the concert tickets if you were going to be an asshole, a little bitch, and make her miss the meet and greet.
Exactly. Or what bothers me about that is I hate when people spend for you or something for you and then hold it over you. You shouldn't have ever spent. If you were going to throw it back, like, you know what I mean?
Like he expects something in return.
Yeah. Once you've spent that money, that's goodwill. You have done, that's done. Now, if you're expecting something in return, that's not kindness. That's like a transaction. So I spent $300 on this night. One, you soured at yourself. So if you should be mad at anybody, you should be mad at yourself. And two, don't spend money on a gift or an experience for somebody if you're going to be upset with the outcome. You should spend the money and know that anything can happen, but you're okay spending the money because you want to give that person that experience. You know, it's like spending money on a gift and someone doesn't love it. That's a bummer, but you took a chance by spending that much money on someone's gift.
Yeah, well, and it kind of goes with that rule of like, don't give a gift if you expect anything in return.
Right.
Because
exactly.
then it's not a gift.
Exactly. So you were not gifting her this experience if you were going to get sour about it and then...
No. There are a lot of comments from OP, so I will try to remember to post the link for this one. Overall vote on it was you're the asshole. The top comments are like red box, highly awarded, lots of upvotes. You're the asshole. You deliberately deleted emails despite knowing she wanted to be sure of the details because you found it annoying that she asked. As a result, she missed what was almost certainly the main part of the gift for her, the chance to meet the artist, which was also the point of buying the VIP package. So you wasted your money too.
Yeah. It's like joke's on you.
It's like sticking your hand in a dog's mouth and then complaining you got bit.
Exactly.
What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Then you patronizingly told her that there wasn't a chance you'd do something else when she was trying to salvage some measure of specialness out of her ruined night.
Bingo.
You made an ignorant and bigoted generalization that cities are full of crime, acted like a petulant child when she didn't want to go to the bar near your apartment, which isn't exactly a special or memorable thing to do if you go there all the time. And finally, you misrepresented the whole thing as being about you, not being sufficiently enthusiastic about the band.
Yep.
This isn't about you tolerating the night out. It's about you ruining it. The fact your girlfriend just got quiet and withdrawn instead of pushing back worries me that you've got a history of losing your cool that makes her afraid for her safety if she speaks out. There might be some merit to that.
Okay, maybe. I'm not discrediting that.
Yeah.
But the reason I think we need to be careful with that is because I have been in this situation where a boyfriend has soured an entire evening for me. And I got so disappointed that I had the exact reaction of her, and there was no history of like abuse or fear for like my safety. It's more just like you are so utterly disappointed that you just shut down. So I'm not saying that is not true.
Yeah.
I just don't want to say that is the only reason why she could have acted that way, but it's something to consider.
Yeah.
And also he raises another point that I wanted to touch on. I'm not done bitching about him.
The crime in the cities?
The crime in the city. Okay.
Everyone talks about Minneapolis like that, and it's...
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It's
period.
exhausting.
Like, whatever you think, whatever. That's fine. That's your opinion. Every city's going to have crime. That's just no matter where you go. Then don't go to a concert in the city. If it's so crime-ridden,
Yep.
stay away from the city.
Same with games.
Don't even go to the concert. Why did you pick the concert? Pick something else.
Go stay in your hometown.
I hate when people do the shit like that. They're like,
Cherry pickers.
yes. They want to do something and it's like, it's okay, but that's where I draw the line. It's like, but if the city itself is unsafe, then the crime does not redline. So the concert venue is no different than the bar across the street. Crime is crime. It does not know borders.
It's the same calculated risk.
Correct. It's the same radius.
Yeah.
So just stay out of the city then if that's your argument.
I agree.
I hate when people do that.
I know. There's a lot. Like, I think it's really hard because like everyone's like, I think it's like COVID definitely like heightened crime everywhere.
Yes.
Like people are struggling more. There's more robberies. There's more this. There's more that. Like it's
Totally.
COVID has definitely changed, crime stats. But I think, also people like, I don't know. I just like, I hear it all the time where it's like, oh, you shouldn't go downtown Minneapolis. Like people are getting shot. And it's like, I live in LA.
Yeah.
Like that's every day here too.
Every day.
Chicago.
Yeah.
That's every day in Chicago. And it's not right. It shouldn't happen. It's sad. But also like that's just kind of like a major city. You're always going to have stuff in a major city.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm in no way arguing the stat. Whatever city they are in could very well be crime-ridden and very unsafe. My point is then you shouldn't even be there at all.
Yeah.
If that's what you truly believe, stay out of the city altogether.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of comments from OP though. Someone goes basically highlighting the fact I assured her I would check, which you didn't.
Which you didn't.
Instead, I was too busy with work. So someone responds to his point he made and goes, I mean, at this point of the story, you're already a total jackass.
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe an actual person would write that sentence. You go out in the city and in the comments, you explain you work in the city and you had your fill of the city. Well, she hasn't. You really do just think about yourself. And they go on to say a bunch of other stuff. And OP responds and goes, this is 100% real. I own that I totally fucked up on Friday night. The look on her face when the bouncer told us that the meet and greet was an hour before was a mixture of surprise, then sadness. The bouncer pointed us towards the merchandise table where our VIP package, a tote bag with VIP only merchandise, was stowed away. She lit up because we both received one. On Saturday, she told me that she didn't want to come off as ungrateful because overall she was happy we were there. Up to that point, she accepted that mistakes happen. She brought up that when we were sitting in my car when she was going through the tote bag, did I remember when she found the VIP lanyard? That for her was when it sunk in how disappointed she was and she was too upset to speak to me. That's really sad.
I think that the girlfriend is being very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
I think that he was a major asshole. I don't think I would have let him off as easily, to be honest with you.
I just don't understand why he even wrote in because in the comments, he literally, someone goes, you're the asshole in such a large way.
Yeah.
The whole, I just deleted the emails and told her whatever because she was asking too much about what time to be there is such a what the fuck moment anyways. And so OP responds, my girlfriend does value herself. She is one of the most selfless, compassionate, and non-confrontational people I know. The issue is less about her standards, which are quite high, and more how massively I fucked up. And I accept that our relationship may or may not ever truly recover from this.
Wow.
So it's did it really take you Reddit to realize, even typing it out, hearing what he typed out, I just deleted the emails. You were so careless.
Yeah.
You really didn't care to even just glance at an email.
One thing to me is missing an email, but you were fully deleting emails.
Without even reading them.
If I know.
The anxiety that would give me.
Yeah. If I know that I'm going to an LA Lakers game I know I'm going. I bought tickets and I'm getting emails about LA Lakers. I'm not deleting those. I'm reading every single one to make sure I'm not missing anything.
So crazy.
It's crazy. Don't bitch about how much money you spent because you flush it down the drain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really feel for her.
I do too. Shit experience, and
she deserves better.
Yeah.
I think he should run it back. If you genuine, I mean,
there'd be a mulligan.
I think there's like deep rooted issues here, though. To be honest, It signals to me more than just like you were careless one night. I think he's like maybe needs to rethink the way that he prioritizes her in his life and her interests.
Yeah.
But he definitely owes her more than a night out. I'll say that much.
Yeah. I mean, I think it kind of, everyone has their flaws and sometimes people can be self-centered and just not as self-aware as others. But like, to give you an example, like I had Coachella tickets one year and went with like a girls trip. And on the last night, I couldn't go see the headliners. Like I couldn't go that day at all because I had my last week of my like OT internship the next day. And so I was like, I just can't do it. I'd already lost my voice. I was already a hot mess. Like I cannot go out and see Ariana Grande. And I called like Justin and was just like crying about it. Like I was so sad because
FOMO.
Well, she was just like one of my favorite artists, like still is up there. And so it was so disappointing. And he like was like, don't worry about it. Like he's like, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna take you to Chicago. We're gonna go to Lollapalooza and we'll see her there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
so like
cute.
literally we flew across the country and he took me to Lala and like we went and saw her and it was amazing. So it's like, again, it kind of boils down like if he wants to, he will. And so it's like if he lacks the bare like care for his girlfriend and her experience, like just let her off the hook.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll realize before.
Yeah. I think she deserves better. I don't know. It's hard to say. We don't know that much about this couple.
No.
But based on this isolated event, I'm not liking his vibe.